All right, hey everybody. We're going to jump right into the webinar. Our agenda, there you go, sorry. Our agenda really is three things, and that's to look at what is a really high quality sales lead? Why is that so important for your business? And then third, how do we get them? And specifically, we're talking about how do we get an unlimited supply of the highest quality sales leads available anywhere. So your presenters today, myself, Roel Hoekstra, and my lead developer, uh, Sam Gupta. We may look really young, but we've been doing this a long time. So hopefully we're going to share some real insights with you today. We've both been working in the area of digital marketing for a long time, 20, 30 years from Sam, even longer for me. So everything having to do with websites, digital marketing, campaigns, paid advertising, conversion metrics, lead nurturing, you name it, we've been working on it. And I really do want to thank Sam in particular for pulling some time out of his busy schedule to talk with us right now. Uh, I think we're really trying to upend the service industry right now, and our interactive custom lead configurators are special. We're gonna sort of look at how they fit into this idea of generating really good high quality sales leads. So let's see. Uh, I do have a couple really good bonuses for those that stay all the way to the end. They're going to save you thousands of dollars, and I hope you take advantage of them, obviously. I really want this to be the most valuable hour you spend in a long time. So, what is a high quality sales lead and why is this so important to your business? So, I look at a high quality sales lead as having a couple things. One, that they really know who you are. Two, that they've confirmed the budget. And therefore you know that they're ready to take the next step in the sales process. They've raised their hand, and importantly, the lead should be exclusive. I mean, there's just nothing worse these days than having to deal with a lead that's sold to a lot of people simultaneously. Uh, and I know that happens all the time. Obviously, people are going to shop around a little bit, but this is our definition of what a high quality sales lead. Sam's going to get into it in a little bit more detail coming up because he has like a 21-point checklist that he looks at for defining what's a high quality sales lead, and we'll share that with you at the end as well. I'll put that in the resources. Um, so I think it's important to just understand why this is so important, right? I mean, how much money do you make from a great job when you work for a great client? This ideal target client. I know for us, it's what we want to do, right? We really only want to work for the best customers who are going to take the maximum value out of the services that we offer, and it makes everything great. The customer wins, you win, your bank account wins, your family wins. Life is really good. So, um, in today's world, I think we all are subject to this idea that we're chasing any lead, right? Somebody calls you and they want you to do something. You kind of want to do it. But the ability to say no is really powerful. And the best way to say no is to have a really big supply of customers that you want to say yes to, right? Those super high quality sales leads. So how do we do this? I'm going to touch on this at a high level right now, and we'll go into it potentially in more detail in another webinar. But the first thing you have to really do is define who that ideal target customer is, to know who you want to be working for. Sorry, so there we go. Who do you want to be working for? And then you have to figure out how to get their attention, right? How are you going to get in front of them? And that often means advertising. It is never free, but it often means advertising. Sometimes you can do campaigns, where you ask for referrals. Sometimes you can do, you're good with your SEO. You've got a social media presence, you're getting leads. All those things take money a little bit, some more than others. And what we're really looking to do is find the most effective ways to get the attention of your ideal target customer. And then, of course, when you have their attention, you got to get them to do what you want them to do. They're going to go visit your website. So when they visit your website, will they take the action that you want them to take? So here's the thing. I may even want to jump ahead. So if they take the action that we want, your advertising works, and they go to your website, I want you to understand how important it is, how important your website is. I know for many people, especially some of the contractors that are on here, you pay a little bit of short shift, if you will, for the website. You don't think it's that important, but I'm going to tell you it's super important, because they're going to check you out. I mean, again, whether it's a referral or anything else, the people are going to want to go to your website. And when they go to their website, you have that opportunity to give them what they want. You need to give them what they want, and you need to give it to them when they want it. And you have to make it really easy for them to take that information and turn it into an action, like raise their hand, become a lead, schedule an appointment, right? What's the conversion that you're looking for when somebody comes to your website? So I'm going to just hop back here, change that order a little bit. So when your ideal target customer comes to your website, I think that they want three things from you. Really, well, let's say four things. The big three are: who are you, right? What do you do? What are the services you provide? And what's this job going to cost me? Those are the really the three key things that everybody who comes to your website wants to know. And I'll tell you, most of the people, well, certainly our clients, they don't do that very well when they come. Almost every service provider doesn't do a very good job of the third. People typically do an okay job of the first two. What's your About Us page? What are the services you provide? Show your 5-star reviews, show before and after pictures, etc., right? Case studies, all that kind of stuff. That's not so bad. But the what do things cost, they get tricky, because if you're talking about, I don't know, bathroom remodeling, or copier sales, or legal services, you can't answer that question, right, without getting into some detail about the product, right? That's the issue with services. But we can show you. What we're going to do is talk about how you do it, because it is so important to be able to answer that what does it cost question. And then, of course, you need to make it easy on them. It has to be easy to take the next step in the sales process. So there's the website. We just did that. One of the questions becomes, if when you get people that come to your website, why don't they convert? If you have a website that gets 1,000 visitors, if you get 10 to 15 conversions out of that, I'd say you're doing pretty well, right? So a form fill or a phone call. And the reason is because you haven't answered those three questions. It's not easy. So if you get 15 out of 1,000, right, 1.5% conversion rate, what happened to the other 985? Why'd they leave? Where'd they go? And I want you to understand the cost. You pay money to get people to come to your website. You pay money for advertising, for social media, for reviews, et cetera, et cetera. So what's the cost of losing those 985 site visitors? I can tell you it's really high. So now let's look a little bit at this from a design standpoint. I really like this website. This is Costello Roofing. They live near me. I found the website by Googling roofers near me, right? They came up. They had a lot of good 5-star reviews. I clicked on it. I like the color scheme. They have a nice headline here. This consistently superior service, most trusted name in roofing. You scroll down and you get to learn more. But they have a pretty standard big forum right here. And again, the whole idea is they've got the about us, the services, the blog, the galleries, testimonials. They're doing a pretty good job of answering those first two questions. Who are you? What do you do? But the third of what does it cost? They don't tell you. Request a free estimate. I'm going to put my information in there, and maybe somebody's going to get in touch with me. And then, of course, I have to talk to them. They have to come out, and they're going to tell me, oh, that roof is going to cost, $6,500 or whatever it happens to be, right? What we want to do is make it easy and make it interactive. So if you change this example to include a big button here that says 24/7 instant online processing, do you think more people are going to click on it? Are they going to just hop in there and sort of answer those questions and get their price? And the answer is yes, they're going to. They're going to by like a factor of 10. They're going to a lot. So if you were getting 1.5% conversion on a form fill like this, our expectation is you're going to get like a 10%, 12% conversion. So again, 1,000 leads. Well, now you're jumping from 10, 15 leads to 100 leads. And all you've done is made it easy for them to do business with you, okay, just by putting it on there. So now I'm going to turn this over to Sam and let him walk through a demo of how we create that high quality lead specifically.
Can Rob, if you wouldn't mind, can you stop sharing?
I believe so.
And I like to pick let's say a volunteer to help make certain things pertinent. May I ask Chuck Brady, would you be open to volunteering? You can see my screen here, right?
I can.
Okay, wonderful. So Paul, let's make this pertinent. Let's can you give me a city and state, please?
Birmingham, Michigan.
Window. So let's say a visitor types in window installation, Birmingham, Michigan, right? Now we've got all these companies right here that are showing up. And can you pick one of them?
Sure. How about that one, Avalon?
Let's see if they even have a website. Yes. Oh, they don't have a website. So let's.
Okay. How about the
Magic Windows, Oaks Roofing.
Magic Window?
Okay, so this is Magic Window here. Okay, here's the problem. So somebody has come to this website, and people want to know what you do, who are you, what you do, and how much will it cost. So I can see a little bit about them in the About Us section, and then this is their blog. And then if I want to get in touch with them, I have to hit contact. The best lead that they can get is name, email, website. Would you consider that a good quality lead, a low quality lead, or an average quality lead?
That would be an average quality lead.
Is that what you're looking for?
No, I'd like higher quality leads.
What is a higher quality lead, Paul? What would you define as the criteria for a higher quality lead?
That I would know what they wanted and when, and if they, were ready to spend money.
So, what is the way that in today's day and age, with today's technology, it is virtually impossible to get all these things that people don't want to share. They don't want to share all these things right up front, what their budget is, very easily. To solve that problem, we did a couple of things. First, we said, we can't just ask what is a higher quality lead. We need to clearly define. And what we did was we came up with a 21-point checklist of what the criteria for a high quality lead is. The average lead, like you saw on this contact form, is name, email, website. Name, email, phone number, address, and maybe what they're interested in. That's every lead. That's a low quality lead. But A high quality lead would be somebody that's in your service area. If they're 3 hours away from you, that ceases to become a good quality lead. It's still a lead, but it may not be an ideal lead. What kind of work they need done? Do we even provide that work? That they're actively searching, not passively searching, and that they have a sense of urgency to implement the solution. Possibly they've been referred to us, that they are aware of our products and services and the company's reputation. All these are criteria that improve the quality of the lead. Now, we're trying to get the highest quality lead, and there's one criteria that takes an average or low quality lead and makes it superior quality, which is we know that we have an idea that A, they're willing to spend money, and two, approximately how much. If you got a lead for your windows, and let's say your average window sale is $8,000, if they're willing to only spend $1,500 for a full set of windows, would you consider that a high quality lead?
No.
No, yes, sure, they need windows, there's a sense of urgency, they're in your service area. But if we don't know that their budget allows for us to be able to service them appropriately, then it becomes a low quality lead. The challenge is when shopping for windows, there are too many variables. The size, the glass, the trim, the color, all these variables actually get the complete pricing. But without all that information, we can't give a quote. So to solve that problem, what we do is we would just take your existing website, let's say it's Magic Windows, we would put a call to action button. First of all, we'd put something there called pricing. And then maybe a nice, beautiful call to action button, which would say 24/7 instant estimate, right? Do you think people will click on that?
Yeah.
Sure, everyone wants to have an idea of pricing. In fact, the same questions that we're asking of the customer are the same questions you're asking of Roel and I right now. Who are these guys? What can they do for me? And how much will it cost? Right? Everyone wants to know the answers to those questions. But let me ask you one other question. Why should somebody become a lead for you? Yes, I understand we every business owner wants leads, but the secret is asking some of the difficult questions. When we did a search for window installation, a number of companies popped up, and the visitor can pick any one of them, but they're not going to go to each and every one of them. They'll visit a few, but they're not going to fill out forms and call everyone. It's too much work. What is it? Why should somebody become a lead for you?
Well, if they feel that I have shown them that, I know what I'm doing, I'm professional, I built, maybe they trust the information I'm giving them is valuable.
But a lot of companies provide very valuable service. A lot of window companies have got good reviews, have done professional jobs. They showcase their work very proudly. How does somebody choose?
Whoever they trust the most.
Yeah, I think this goes just before the trust factor. Trust comes in from a buying situation. They'll buy from who they trust the most. We're in the lead generation business. Excuse me. In the lead generation business, the answer is typically whoever makes it the easiest, whoever is the most transparent. That's how when everyone else is pretty much at par, people want life easy. So when somebody's searching, they want to know what type of windows, your reputation, warranty, but they also want to know approximately how much it would cost, and they want their life to be easy. So once we put this call to action button, we take them to a configurator. This is a configurator that is custom built for each client. Every client in every industry, whether it's roofing, windows, solar, carpet, any type of industry, we've built configurators for in over 100 industries in 8 different countries all over the world. This is a window configurator, and I'm going to give you control of the mouse so you can actually take it for a spin and see exactly how it works. Do you mind clicking on the mouse twice? And let's go shop for windows. For the zip code, just use 999 or 48 or yeah, 99999 is fine. And you see, as you hover over these numbers, two things to keep in mind. The visitor wants some results, instant results. As you hover at the bottom, I don't know if you can see it very clearly, but the numbers are changing in real time, right? So they can see that every option customized to them, they can get an idea. And so they're getting something of value, which we promised them, 24/7 instant estimate. And we're not giving them a number. We're giving them a very broad price range, $275 to $937 if you want custom colors. That gives the visitor an idea, but it doesn't lock you into a price because we've not had an inspection at this point. Yeah, let's choose payment options. Do you offer financing?
No, but I want to.
Once you do financing, if you notice at the bottom, now we're also showing the financing price.
Yeah, that's good. Another source of revenue.
And just put in your first name. Now, I want to, I want to point out one thing here, Paul. If you don't mind, I'm going to take over the mouse for just a second.
Sure.
You see, what happens is, in a traditional website, this looks like lots and lots of fields that need to be filled out. And people don't want to do all that stuff. With our configurators, did you notice the last name only popped up after you put the first information? We've asked for the phone number. Okay, and now once we get a complete phone number, now it's asking for the email. So it doesn't create overwhelming feeling. It's just one step at a time. So test.com. And now, so it takes them again sequentially without creating a lot of work. They agree, and you get an email instantaneously with their estimate, based on the options they chose. And we also give them broad ranges for different quality, different things. It has now generated a lead. This has generated a lead, which is sent directly to the customer and to you as the business owner. The question is, how difficult was the process?
Wasn't difficult at all.
And do you feel like by offering broad estimates, you locked yourself into an exact quote?
No, not at all.
And this is an optional function that we build where we can offer them an incentive or a discount off a purchase. They can pick a date and time. And hey, thank you for choosing Evergreen Windows. This is not a real company. It's for a demo version, but our office will call to confirm your appointment. This is the appointment date. This is the estimate for the customer. The customer is now going to be avoided with sticker shock. At least we know they would not have booked an appointment if they were not willing to at least spend $6,599, right?
Yeah.
You know that now, right up front. And what is the purpose of an appointment?
To get a sale.
Correct. And what is the purpose of a lead?
To get an appointment.
Correct. You don't just want leads. You want to get the appointment, because an appointment shows high level of intent. Paul, by using a configurator, this is one of the advantages we provide. You can either get this quality of lead, name, email, website, phone number, or you can get this quality of lead, which is, hey, name, email, phone number, address, the day that they want an inspection, the time frame, what they're looking for, the number of windows. The customer has told you everything that they desired, and based on their desires, has also given an estimated budget range. Which of these leads would you prefer?
The one through the configurator, for sure.
It's a higher quality. Can you think of Roll and I like to say this is not a high quality lead. It's the highest quality lead. Could you think of what could be better quality lead than this?
I can't think of anything.
We specialize in the highest quality leads. There is no point spending money and getting crappy leads that have zero intent, are tire kickers, and are not going to have very little probability of converting over. By just following the sequence, which you shared, was simple, easy, transparent. This is the way companies nowadays are generating leads. We need to give more value right up front. And this has been generated before they even talk to you. And this is also the reason why they will talk to you, because you gave them something of value that nobody else was giving them, right from your website, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is the quality of the lead that we get. And then everything is tracked. So, every lead that comes in is tracked. We get exactly what they're looking for, the day that they book the appointment. And for technical stuff, which Roll specializes in, understanding their IP address, the device type, all that stuff, we're tracking everything so that we can be much more effective with our marketing activities. Okay, get a better return on our marketing spend, if you will. This is how we generate the highest quality leads, by using your existing assets and existing traffic. This way you stop wasting all that traffic on your Google My Business, all that traffic on your website, all that traffic on your Facebook, and all the other marketing activities. If we drive them to a configurator, you'll convert them into highest quality leads and more of them.
And Sam, I'll take it back here because we'll have opportunity for a little bit of question and answers at the end if you have specific technical questions for either myself or Sam about sort of the why this works particularly well. But I do want to just show you how well it does work. So let me just share my screen again.
Thank you, Paul.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. It was really great. It's good to get a volunteer. One of the things that from the current slide, right? We'll do it from here. We talk about the fact that you get higher quality leads. You do, and higher quality leads are fabulous. But it's also just important to recognize that because the offer is so much better than that simple form, you're going to get more leads too. So, everybody wants more leads, everybody wants higher quality leads, but how about more high quality leads? That's the best of the best. So, I have two little case studies to just throw out here. One, and this one I like a lot, was a carpet and flooring, is a carpet and flooring company. They don't have a lot of volume here. As you see, just 500 or 600 monthly visitors, and they were getting 10 leads, which actually isn't too bad. As I said, almost 1.7% conversion. But now, after using the configurator, they're getting 60 leads. So just a 600% increase in the number, obviously the quality. So higher quality leads at a much better conversion. And when you are converting at double the industry average, you are going to be killing it in your local market. It's going to make advertising so much easier, to drive more traffic when you get good conversions. Second thing, of course, is this is a window, same thing. They went from 13 to 50 leads on 1,500 monthly visitors. So, the configurator just gets you the better leads, the higher quality leads, and more of them without doing anything other than giving your site visitors what they want when they come to your page. So what does this stuff cost? Well, I'm going to run through it pretty quickly, and then I'm going to show you all these goodies that we talked about in the beginning. So basically, Sam and I build a custom configurator for every client. So each one's going to be a little bit different. And the cost to do the onboarding, so the preliminary setup, design, programming, and onboarding, the initial cost is $2,000 or $1,997. And then there is a monthly cost on top of that, which is $297 plus $69 a lead. And that's what the configurator costs as you go along. It's important to recognize that there are no contracts. You cancel anytime. You can change it as well as your needs change. So we're always working on that. But I did mention that I've got some specials for those of you that stuck with me or through this webinar. I meant to do these. Have them build, but I'm just throwing them all out here at once. So the first bonus is that we're going to reduce the cost of the setup to just $1,500. So that takes $500 right off the top. Second, we're going to reduce the cost of the lead to just $50 a lead. With that, every month that you're on the program, we're going to give you the first 6 leads for free. That's $300. So that monthly $297 sort of hosting fee, that's covered or paid for with the first 6 leads that come in free every month. And then second or third, in this particular case, we're going to do it so that you don't have to pay anything in the first month that you use the configurator. So it's 100% free. All the leads are free. So whether you've got 6 leads or 500 leads, you don't pay anything in that first month because it gives you an opportunity to check it out essentially and see whether you like it. And the fourth bonus is that I will do one of our website traffic and conversion analysis, which is a full report that we write for free. I normally charge $2,500. And the reason I'm giving that away is if you have the configurator, we're going to have a better offer. We're going to have more clients. And then the idea of really understanding how we can scale that becomes hugely important, because that's how we go from, turning 10 leads into 60 or, 50 leads into 300. But if you want to scale and you want an unlimited supply, we have to look at the whole equation. So that's the good news. If you will, the other side of the news is that offer is good for the next hour only, because those prices are our real prices, and I want to create an offer that is special for you guys right now. So I say here that if you want it, you can email it to me. I'll actually put the link in the chat.
I'll take care of it. I'll put it in the chat.
Do you have the link?
Your email?
No, the link for the sign up.
I see, sure.
I'll put that in. I'll just put that in just a second. Okay. So basically what you have to do is you're going to go to the link, you're going to put your information in, you pay $500 today. The balance of the $1,000 we'll charge you when we complete that onboarding call. And then the next month, then we finish out the programming, and the next month will be completely free. So that is, that's that piece. Let me just drop it in the chat here real quickly, because I have where's my chat? So that's the link to the special. You go there, you can send me an email if you want, but otherwise you can just click on the link. Go to the special and sign up for that now and save all those goodies. That special pricing will be good for the next hour or so, but not doesn't last forever. So with that, Sam and I are happy to answer any particular questions about generating more high quality leads for your business. So if you have a specific question about your business, you can toss it out there. If you have a generic question about how this interactive configurator works, you can throw that out there now. And if you don't have any questions, you know, we'll end it. I definitely wanted to keep it at 40 minutes, and we are right at 40 minutes. So that part's pretty good. Any questions first? And Sam, you want to add anything?
Yeah. The fact of the matter is, we're all the best way to grow your business, to be able to increase and provide stability for your business, is to have a machine that can create opportunities for you, sales opportunities, leads for you. And the world is changing. Technology is being used more and more. COVID has changed the way people, here we are meeting on Zoom. Things have changed. Configurators are becoming very, very popular. We're seeing them on more and more sites each and every day. In the next couple of years, pretty much we predict that in the next 3 years, everyone will have a configurator. The question becomes, do you want to have a configurator when all your competitors are doing it, or would you prefer to have a configurator and be a leader in it and capture as much of that business right now and establish yourself as an authority? If this is something you're considering, of course, reach out to a role, and he'll be happy to answer any questions. Do a demo for you for your industry, whether it's again solar, carpet, windows, doors, kitchen remodeling, basement remodeling, home builders. Configurators can be used across the board to get more leads and the highest quality leads possible.
Yeah, that's a really great point, because we didn't talk about that specifically, Sam, so it's probably worth mentioning just at the end. You know, the configurators we're building really are focused, I look at it as on service businesses. So I know that a number of the people on this call are in the home services field, and we certainly have built configurators for a range of home services. Sammy just touched on some of them, and we build new ones every day. We built one for a mold remediation company that was a little bit different. So doesn't matter if it's a service business. This is sort of where the configurators are really helpful, and it doesn't have to be home services. So we have them for financial and legal, some business to business areas. We're working on building one right now for telephone and copier IT. So the whole point is that service people need to also be able to wrap their head around this idea of answering that what is it cost question. And we all know that nobody buys these things over the internet. So you're not like you're buying shoes or something. The whole point of getting someone to check you out is to start that conversation, schedule an appointment, be able to discuss their needs specifically. And that's why we feel that when we build something that's interactive, it just works so much better. So you're showing all of our
different industries.
All of our different industries in here, yeah. So anyway, thank you all for participating. If you have any questions, you can always reach me at the email roll.hoekstra@aquiladigital.com. And if you want to get lots more high quality sales leads pouring in the next 30 days, let's get to work on it.
Wonderful.
All right. I think we'll end there. Thanks, Sam, for helping me explain this, and look forward to talking to everybody.
Thank you.
Yep.